Calm down.
Is the year 1656. A large manor house called Woolsthorpe sits in the countryside of England. This is the childhood home of Isaac Newton.
Isaac's father died 3 months before he was born. As a custom of the time, Isaac's mother Hannah was urged to remarry quickly. She accepted the proposal of Reverend Barnabas Smith.
Reverend Smith treated Isaac like his own son, even after his son and 2 daughters were born. When Reverend Smith died, he even left Isaac some property of his own.
But 1656 is a difficult time in England. The whole country has its problems. Taxes are very high, wages are very low. It is hard to find help to harvest crops. Hannah Smith discusses the situation with her brothers, Isaac's uncles.
I don't have a choice anymore. Isaac has to leave his schooling and come help me here on the farm.
I agree with you, sister. You need the help. Isaac can learn how to run a farm. It is a useful occupation.
I could use his help here, at least until the younger children get older and they can help. Isaac has a good mechanical mind.
It is the custom of the time that when children reach a certain age, they go away to school.
Isaac was at school in the nearby village of Rantan. He returned home when his stepfather died to help his mother and Uncle George with the farm.
So it was decided that Isaac would return home.
Isaac is much older than his half-brother and half-sisters, but he enjoys their company and is particularly close to them.
They often watch Isaac as he builds strange things and conducts odd experiments.
What is that, Isaac?
It's a windmill, Mary. You know, like the one they built down on Gunner Bean Road. But that one's huge.
This one is so small. What will I do?
This one's a model. It is smaller than a real one. I wanted to see how the wind made the paddles turn.
No, it's enough for me that they do. I'd rather go fishing in the stream or hunt a rabbit in the woods. That's what I call fun.
I remember when Isaac made that firecracker. That was fun.
Maybe for you. Uncle George was so angry, he made me muck out the barn for that.
Can't you make another one, please, Isaac?
And will you get punished in my place? Besides, I got the supplies from Mr. Clark's apothecary shop when I was at school.
How about a kite? Can't you make another kite?
Yeah, I remember last time.
What happened? I don't remember this.
That's because you are too young. You had to stay with Mama.
Too young? I'm always too young.
Isaac made a kite and showed us how to fly it.
It was hard to get it in the air at first, but then it almost feels like you have a wild animal at the end of a long string.
Isaac cut a small length into the tail of the kite. We flew the kite for a few more tries.
Then we waited until dark. You were asleep, Hannah.
We took the kite out into the empty field by the edge of the village. I lit the lantern, and up it went into the dark sky.
Hannah, it was so funny. The peasants thought it was a comet. They thought the world was coming to an end.
But comets are bad omens. I would be afraid too.
Comets are not bad omens. They are just burning objects in the sky. We can see them at night because the sky is dark, but they don't mean anything.
As it was, we all got into trouble for that one. Uncle George saw us leave and he knew we were up to something.
He was right, though. If the kite had crashed, we would have started a fire.
Boys, girls, time for supper.
Isaac and the 3 children went to the house and washed for supper.
They are delighted that their Uncle Reverend Icecock joins them for dinner.
By the end of the meal, the weather has changed and a strong wind is beginning to blow. Ah, Hannah, a delightful meal. Thank you for inviting me.
And I agree, sister. Isaac, the wind is beginning to pick up. The animals need to be put in the barn for the night, and the doors need to be shut tight.
Can I help, Isaac?
Not this time, Ben. You stay here in the house. I'll play a game of cards with you when I get back.
Isaac pulls on his coat and goes out the front door.
Isaac is a good lad, Hannah. It is a shame he could not have stayed in school.
I agree with you, but what else could we do? I need his help here, at least until Benjamin and Mary get a little older.
Sometimes I think he might be better suited for schooling than farming.
Why is that?
Isaac is a thinker. Yes, he likes to build things, but often I find him daydreaming about the funniest things when he should be doing his chores.
He is indeed absent-minded. Just last week, he was leading a brown mare down the road to the front pasture. He began to think about something odd.
The horse slipped out of the bridle and trotted back to the stable alone. Isaac was so deep in thought, he didn't even notice.
We thought something happened to him. When we caught up with him, he was still holding the bridle. He didn't even know the horse is no longer behind him.
Mama, has Isaac come back from the barn yet?
He isn't back yet.
No, and he promised to play a game with me.
He's been gone a long time. He should have finished by now.
Perhaps something's happened. This strong wind can knock a person down.
The whole family is so concerned that they head for the barn immediately. They can tell that the barn doors still stand wide open. Isaac is nowhere in sight.
There he is,
Where, lad?
just inside the loft.
At that moment, just as a large gust of wind pushes them closer, they watch in amazement as they see Isaac jump from the loft and land in the soft hay below.
Isaac Newton, what are you doing?
Isaac, why aren't these doors shut? And why are the animals still outside?
Oh, I forgot. Oh, wait. Look at what I have discovered. I am measuring the force of the wind.
You're what?
The wind. I jump just as the wind blows. The stronger the gust, the farther I go before I hit the ground. Isn't that amazing?
I want to try it.
Oh, Isaac, what am I going to do with you? Benjamin, stay here.
I don't think Isaac's cut out to be a farmer.
Yes, I agree. Hannah, you may want to reconsider your decision. I can make arrangements for Isaac to return to school.
Yes, I think you're right. Isaac, stop this instant. Get the barn closed up. Then come into the house. I believe we have your future to discuss.